And we're live.
Good afternoon. High noon. No, it's not. It's 11 o'clock. So it's still morning. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. It's Wednesday. It's my favorite show of the week, Winning Together with April B. Merritt. As you can tell, April's not here right now. So I do have some things that I'm going to talk about before she gets here. She's going to be coming in any moment, and then I may not be able to talk about these things. So I'm thinking about going rogue since she's not here right now. And I can do that because I'm here by myself. Well, I have Smith over here. Smith's doing a great job putting the shows together. Coming up on today's show, once April gets here, we have a spectacular home of the week that we're going to show you. This home of the week just got listed, and I have some really cool things I'm going to say about that home of the week. April is actually at work. She's dealing with some things with real estate right now, which is right down the road, so it won't take her long to get here. But in the meantime, I want Facebook to build me an audience. I have something pretty important that I want to talk to you about. You know, it is cliche and trendy in the motivational self-help, I guess you could call that an industry. It's very trendy to hashtag things like hustle. It's very trendy to talk about 10x action, massive action. Attitude is everything. And all these things are very true. Unfortunately, most people, and I wish Paul was here. Maybe Paul's actually watching right now, because Paul pointed out to me a long time ago that most people talk the talk. That look like a talk.
Yes,
Most
sir.
people talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. And so I have an example today of someone who got it right. Okay. I'm not going to go negative, even though that would be very fun. I'd like to go low and talk about some people that have talked the talk, but then when things get challenging, they quit or they give up or they change their mind or they start talking about someone else and they start blaming other people. Okay. Now, Paul and Joey and me and Hank, about 3 years ago, we kind of all got together, but I think before Paul jumped on board, some of you may know Chad Gay. Chad was one of the first closers that came to work with us about 3 years ago. Now, this is an amazing story, okay? Chad has no idea that I'm going to talk about him today. So if somebody wants to, if you will, please tag Chad Walker Gay in the comments. You can find him on my friend list. If you're friends with Chad, please tag him. I got some pretty disturbing news about Chad. Chad is no longer with us. Now, it's probably not what you think. Hey, Chad, what's up, buddy? It's probably not what you think. I'm very happy about this, and here's why. Of all the people who talk the talk, Chad, more than anybody, more than most people. I have some people in my inner circle that absolutely walk the walk, but Chad walked the walk. Smith. April's not here for me to bounce conversation off of. So let me ask you, in the last 3 years, how many times do you think Chad has complained about having to work every single week and travel to Texas and travel to Florida and travel to Texas and travel to Florida and be gone from his family? How many times do you think he complained?
I've never heard anything about it.
0 times.
Right.
I kind of just, come on in. I took over the show and started talking about some things. It's kind of like my choice topic, but we can carry on. So as a matter of fact, Smith, since she's here now, if you want to cut to the choice topic.
Sure thing.
Billy's choice topic. Okay. We're talking about people that, you know, a lot of people like to talk the talk, but they don't want to walk the walk.
Mm-hmm.
10x effort, massive action, outwork everybody. These things that are very cliche in the self-help world. And I'm bought into all of them. A lot of people say they're bought in, but they don't go all in. When stuff gets hard, they start making excuses and attacking other people and things like that. Chad Walker Gay is no longer with us. Did you know that?
I did know that.
And I said that's I forgot how I described it, but I said it was a tragedy in one way, right? But I couldn't be more proud of Chad. I haven't told the whole story yet of what he's doing down there. But how many times have you heard Chad blame somebody else?
None.
How many times have you heard Chad make an excuse?
None.
Miss work.
None.
Be lazy.
None.
You know,
And being away from your family is hard.
It's very hard. Very hard.
And he did it every week over and over and over.
He actually sometimes hauled them with him to the
And sometimes more than a week. You go from one to the next to the next. So
he's been in South Florida now for 4 months, 3 months, something like that. Every single week, outworking everybody, putting in the massive action, being positive, having a whatever it takes attitude. And as a matter of fact, and you like this, Chad, he doesn't even really talk. I mean, when he talks to talk, but he's not a big talker. He shows up and goes to work. It would be weeks we wouldn't hear from him. Yeah. Yep, because he's out there taking.
Well, you don't have to talk about it if you're doing your job. You don't have to tell people how good you are. You know that's how I feel.
And absolutely. And if somebody's making excuses, then there's plenty of things you can. Excuses have consequences. When you make excuses, things.
Well, nobody wants to hear that. He wouldn't have gotten the offer that he did if he constantly blamed somebody else or had something bad to say.
Absolutely. So there you go. That's a great segue. So what happened is Chad got out there using the knowledge and the training that he had here and with our team and in our inner circle, walking that walk, and he absolutely got a deal, what I would consider a dream job for most people in the car business.
A dream job for most people, period, actually.
He got an offer. Chad, welcome to the 1% Club.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, we can't be mad at him at all. I mean, that's you want people that are around you to prosper and grow. I mean, I think that's awesome.
If we were mad, that'd be
our fault.
Yes, it would be
that'd be our fault.
That would say more about us than it does about him. Now, I've been mad with some people that left here before.
Oh, I've been big mad at people before.
Those are the kind of people that are looking out and try to hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
And to say that we were this, that, or the other, which we never were. And I can tell you that Chad will attest to we're not bad people.
Yeah. Hey, Chad, he was hesitant to call me. He was hesitant, but when he told me,
that's because he's a little scared of you.
Well, he loves Chad. Chad don't want to. Chad won't. It's hard for Chad to say.
Chad has been there on those days when you weren't at your best.
Chad it never says no to a customer or anybody.
Or you.
Right. So he's scared I was going to ask you, no, please don't leave.
He's yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Chad,
yes, sir.
I'm excited. I'm super excited. I mean, I
sad a little bit. I mean, because you have to feel that spot, but other than that.
But I told him, I said, if I was mad with you, man, I said, I would not be a good friend. I mean, you springboarded into an opportunity. Well, let's talk about it. Where he gets to live on the beach.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous.
He gets to work, in one of the highest volume dealerships in South Florida. That's a crazy market,
and make awesome money.
And he gets big paid. Yeah. I'm talking about gets paid big, and that's
Smith, what you do all of those things for.
Smith has been here on every interview that I've ever done with some of these big time car people. And when they start throwing out some numbers of the money they're making, a lot of people, it almost seems unreal, doesn't it, Smith?
But it's not.
For sure.
It's not.
It's not. It's really out there, people. It's really out there. And Chad,
but you get that from doing what he did.
Absolutely. It wasn't luck. It was the result
I heard somebody last week say, I don't make anywhere near the money that so-and-so makes at the car dealership. Whose fault's that?
Yeah.
It's not their fault. It's your fault. So
Yeah.
anyway.
What Chad got to say there? Smith.
Let's see. This means a lot to me. Thank you for being a great role model and pushing me to where I am.
I tell you what, I could get emotional, you know. So let's change the subject. Good job, Chad. Thank you. Proud of you. I couldn't be more stoked. You absolutely are living your dream. This is proof positive that you can absolutely make your dreams come true. And I know for a fact that Chad writes his goals down and Chad reads every day, and that's
you
kind of
got
thing.
to work your butt off for
Yes,
it.
you do. You got to work 3 years, every Saturday of his life. Missed every Christmas party we ever had
Yeah, he never went to our Christmas party.
because he was out there working.
I'm sure he missed a lot of parties at home too
Absolutely.
because of that. But
And now
he doesn't have to do that.
Now he can.
Now he can play them on Sunday and Monday and never have to miss it.
And now he can have 2 houses, one at the beach and one in Georgia, because
I'm a little jealous about that part, but you know.
that's why he sent me a picture of the ocean. He said, not a bad view. I said, okay, now I'm
Yeah. We weren't right before, but now we are.
Congratulations. So that was Billy's choice topic of the day. Smith, if you want to take over the show, it's all yours, buddy.
Okay, sure. Well, I guess I'll go back to the top. Now that high school baseball is over, what family activity plans do you have for the summer?
That's hilarious.
Well, we talked about that last night. We talked about the activities last night.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. But anyway.
Well, actually, thankfully, high school baseball is over, but baby boy gets to play all summer on a travel team. So I start May the 28th traveling for 7 straight weeks pretty much with him, playing with NLB baseball, and then he's going to Andrew College to play baseball. So my travel for baseball is far from over.
Far from over. Yep.
Thank goodness.
We have plenty
So happy.
Plenty to do. Plenty
Yep.
to do. Softball, baseball, weightlifting, track. We got part of our.
Gosh, we got
Tennis
weightlifting. Yeah, weightlifting, track, softball,
Wrestling.
baseball, wrestling. Yeah, so
Got
pretty
plenty to
much
do.
we don't. We're not going to be able to stop for a very long time, which is good.
Hey, I know what's coming up next, and you asked me to stop by and take a picture.
And obviously, you haven't checked your phone since then, so that's okay.
See.
We're having a little difficulty with that, so we're just going to do something else.
Why?
Today.
Can't sell that house.
No.
Can't sell it.
Sold already.
Sold already.
As soon as it got listed, sold already. So,
Wow.
crazy enough. We'll let Smith bring us to our next topic, though, because we're taking over again.
No. Home of the week. Let's go. But you sold that thing?
I didn't sell it.
That thing was built in 1913
I didn't sell it.
on historic.
But it's
Gaskin
actually
Avenue.
exactly the house that I thought, and you said no, it wasn't. But it is exactly the one I thought.
What did I say?
Didn't you say it in that one?
What did you say?
I think it is the same. Let me see. Yeah, I said, "Is it that really cool house with the awnings?" And you said no.
Oh, I didn't. So education. I didn't know that had awnings. Is that awnings?
Over the windows.
Okay.
Well,
So-
it did at one time, for sure.
Anyway, so I tell you what, Smith, you
We
can
can still do it.
you can
but
go to my. Now I want to say something. Let's do something we can actually sell.
It's pending. You know how those things work.
Woo.
But,
Okay, pop it up there then. Pop it
All
up
right.
there. Here's the house of the week that may be already sold, but if you want to pay a whole lot more than the other person, you might have a shot.
I'm not sure about where it is in the contract, but it was listed at Century 21, sold by somebody else. But every time I drive down Gaskin, I love this house.
Yeah,
I don't know. I get the quaintness of it or whatever. I don't know. I love that house.
so. It's 404 North Gaskin. It has paid. First of all, this house was built in 1913.
So you know more about this home of the week than I do. So this is your favorite thing in the world. You can take over my home of the week.
All right. April's home of the week, according to Billy. Now, I don't know anything. That's historic furniture. I don't know about that, but I'll just talk about the house. If you just get to an outside picture of the house real quick.
Sure.
Right there. Okay. It has brick pavers. It has river bed, rock driveways, and it has porches on all 4 sides of the house. It was built in 1913. It's in the historic area. You can actually, I know they've already done it, But there's such thing, check with your tax accountant, but there's such thing as tax credits. If you buy a historic home and invest in it, that'll actually come off of your income.
Taxes.
Yeah, come straight off your taxes. But in 1913, that's like World War I time. This is one of the most historic homes in
Coffee County.
Yeah, Doug's Chad's texting us. I can't read that while he's texting us. But
He just wants to see you cry.
what I would love to have on here is Mr. Oscar Patton, who wrote several books about that time period, and then in the 19 teens and 1920s. He wrote the book The Doctor. He has extensive knowledge about the history. He could probably tell us exactly who lived in that house and who built that house in 1930. If anybody knows who built 404 North Gaskin, let us know.
And the reason we put it up there, Billy just saw the sign. I'm not sure if that was that just went up or we just had noticed it, whatever. Because I was like, I didn't even know that we had it. So it sold that quickly, or is in it's pending. So anything can happen, but I think it's going to go through. But what I wanted to say,
Go ahead.
Was with that being said, if you are thinking about selling your house, it is an awesome time to send me a message. Let us get your house out there, because I promise you it'll sell so fast you'll be looking for somewhere to live. I mean, it is insane.
You're thinking about
yes.
Now,
or if you want to know what you could in this market, like what your house is worth, a lot of people don't realize that if you live there for several years or maybe just a few years, the housing market has gone nuts. So in a good way. You might get a lot more than you think, and you'll be willing to move somewhere else.
I actually know that I have to text you or contact you to find out more information, but I know where there's 3 different places in Coffee County that has 20 plus acres for sale. Yeah. So that's also, if you're looking at buying, you better ask for April. You better text her about it, because land is scarce, but there is some for sale right now.
There is, and houses are going like crazy. So if you're thinking about it, give me a call.
Absolutely. Time to have some fun.
Oh, well, just one quick thing first.
Okay.
Paul would like to know,
inquiring minds.
Would you recommend to a seller to pay for professional landscaping to try to increase their sales price, or is it too much work for not enough return on the investment?
You might have a different feeling than I do about this. Honestly, it's according to how much equity you have in your house. That's the way I would put that. I think a well-landscaped yard is extremely important. It changes the way a house looks, the curb appeal, everything else. But professional landscaping is very expensive. So it's just honestly what do you want to get out of your house? Should you at least cut and groom your yard? Yes, that doesn't even happen sometimes, but I'm not sure about the professional landscaping.
So I think I had the answer that goes exactly what you're saying. The curb appeal. You want to pay somebody to get, don't put the little tiny trees out there. Put you some nice stuff around the front that's going to make that picture pop. Yeah. It's going to make it look good. You may not want to do the whole landscape system like we have with the 10 different irrigation systems and things like that. But it's definitely yes.
A few flowers, curb appeal, trim your shrubs, fresh pine straw, I think is a must if you're trying to sell your house. Yeah. But I don't think you should go crazy with adding a bunch of expensive trees and things like that. You're not going to get that back in the sale.
Now some people are really good at doing it themselves. If you're just no good at it, then pay a professional. Yes.
And I'm no good at it, so I would not be the one to do that. Gabrielle asked me what that beautiful flower was by our garage, and I said, I have no idea. You have to ask Billy. And she said, you didn't tell him what to plant. I said, not one thing.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's beautiful. This second year it's bloomed. It's beautiful. So there you go. If you're good at it, do it yourself. If not, pay a professional. Just don't go. Don't spend
as you
too
should
much.
do with everything, honestly. Absolutely. So,
how's that?
All right.
He said
that was good. All right. What is the earliest time and latest time that you've taken a dip in the pool?
Well, I try my best to get April to get in the pool every single week, all 52 weeks.
All 52. And I do not give in.
Not every time.
Not every time.
But you've gotten in February with me.
Okay. We moved into our house last February, and he was like, "You've never had a swimming pool. You have to jump in. You have to jump in." Like it's 50 degrees. Coldest thing I've ever experienced in my life. And he talked me into it more than once,
That's
if y'all
right.
can believe that.
Yes.
But I haven't given in this year because it's so cold.
It's not cold anymore. It's like summertime.
Oh,
now.
I mean, I can do it now.
Yeah.
But in February, when it was the coldest that it's been here in a long time, you thought it would be okay to get in there.
It was okay. I did it.
But time, I don't know if he means months or days or times. I have no idea what he means by that. But so we've swam in February before. And
December every year.
you know, midnight's probably the latest that we've jumped in, but I don't get in there in the morning. So I'd say for me in the morning that I exercised in there like about 8:30 one morning. So that's
Do you
about
remember
earliest.
when I just thought it would be a good idea for you to work out in the pool
Oh my gosh. I
With-
just thought about
with
that.
kettlebells?
Yes. I just thought about that when I was floating around the pool and I looked down and saw the crack in the bottom of the pool.
Yeah, rather than just taking because you couldn't swim up with the kettlebell.
Trevor did the same thing. He cracked the pool worse than me.
So the idea is swim down to the bottom, pick up a heavy kettlebell, and swim out with it. Okay.
So he thinks he can
upon-
swim out with the same size. I'm supposed to swim out with the same size he swam out with.
But if you can't, then you just go back down to the bottom.
Yeah, you
set
just-
the kettlebell down and
Okay.
swim out.
Underwater, you're supposed to think you can't breathe. Let me go back down to the bottom and then swim out.
Of course, you can't breathe underwater. I mean,
No, it doesn't work like that. And I said, for the record, this is a very bad idea. And I'm a great swimmer.
I didn't know you.
But when you hold weights that are dragging you down, yes, I dropped them and I dropped them hard. Trevor dropped a 35-pound kettlebell in the deep end because he did the same thing. Tried to pull it up, couldn't, dropped it. Yeah. So don't do that. Not a good idea.
Well, just
Not a good idea.
take the weight back down to the bottom, set it down, and then
Yeah,
swim
except
out.
no, I'm not going to do that the next time. So it's not a good idea.
I got to get you some rubber
And
weights.
I'm a good swimmer, and I
rubber
don't wanna
rubber
do that.
kettlebells.
So whatever,
I don't
or
know.
no kettlebells in the pool at all. How about that?
It's a great idea. If you
Yeah.
can't swim,
Well, I can't. So
let go, swim out.
yeah, right. So,
Next,
Pick just one: tennis, ping pong, racquetball, or handball.
I like a little handball.
I don't know what that is.
A little handball. What is handball?
I was going to say I have no idea what that even is. So
Now
but
you got to
now,
admit,
we have two. We probably what 10 years ago now.
Mhm.
We bought the boys a ping pong table,
Mhm.
and I mean, we had tournaments as soon as school was out, and they ran through the door. They had ping pong tournaments until they went to sleep at night, and that was pretty fun.
That was fun.
Um,
you were a fan of watching the ping pong,
I was a fan of the ping pong.
but now you have to admit, playing tennis with me is probably one of the top 10 things.
See, I just left the office, and they were like, "Billy's so funny on that show. He doesn't like. He just throws out things that we all know is not true." And I said, "Yeah, that's the way he rolls. That's the way he rolls."
Baby,
Yeah.
you love playing tennis with me.
We've done that like 3 times. Maybe.
Was it not the best
I
three
mean, it
times
was-
you've ever played tennis?
Okay.
Was it
Oh
not?
my word, you are so crazy.
If you
We're
had
neither one very good tennis players.
now,
We're not. I mean, we're not. I mean, it's not be fun, but we're not very good tennis players.
well, I don't understand how you say that because I mean, if we were to play 3 times, who would win?
Because you know that me.
Really?
Because you know that fence that's around the thing, it's not supposed to go out of that.
So,
It's not-
so you
it's not
think
supposed
you
to go
could
out.
beat me in tennis?
Yeah.
Okay. Next Friday, the show's going to be live from the tennis court.
That would be awesome.
I'm ready for that.
Okay.
Sweet. By the way, it looks like handball is basically like the opposite of soccer. So each team consists of 7 players, a goalkeeper, and 6 outfield players. Outfield players can touch the ball with any part of their body that is above the knee.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds too much like soccer. I'm out on that.
Yeah. No, definitely not the handball.
We're
Then.
not soccer fans or handball. We're tennis fans, obviously.
Understood. Which one of you can draw a picture better than the other?
Do you remember the portrait I made for you?
Even though I'm in design, he can draw better than I do. But let me just say, do not sit and let him draw a picture of you because it is not exactly similar. Or either. I look a lot different than I think.
We don't do it. We don't give a lot of advice on here. I mean, because I don't think that we're, qualified. We do this for entertainment purposes. But if there is some advice that I am qualified to give, it would be talk to the guys. Do not draw a portrait of your wife or girlfriend unless you are really, really good. Dylan Ross, you can probably
maybe so
pull it off.
But
if
no, we were at lunch at and
I thought it was a great idea. I wanted to express how beautiful I thought you were.
We were at lunch at J&D, and they have those paper things. He draws on them every time like a child. Either it's some math problem that we're working out, some deal we're working on, something. So he was like, I'm gonna draw you. It was either he's not that great at portraits or I look a lot different than I thought.
Yeah, it didn't turn out quite the way I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm good at drawing caricatures and not the real thing.
Yeah. You can draw Garfield.
I can draw Garfield. I can. What else can I draw? I don't know.
You can draw horses, cows. I mean, you do
Chloe
pretty
says
good
I
at
draw
that.
a long nose horse.
Oh, some horses are long nose. You draw a long nose me.
I did do that, didn't I? I did do that. What's next on the agenda?
Approximately how many times a day do you check your phone?
Oh gosh. I'm addicted to my phone. I know that I am. I check it constantly.
Yeah. Yep. And we watched that thing on Netflix that talked about how we're programmed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really help you.
It didn't help you either.
It didn't.
Mm-mm.
I feel like I'm way less.
If you're not checking your phone, it's because you lost it. You don't know where it is. You are on the phone all the time. Let me little side note.
I tell you what.
You
want to compare screen times? Who has the most screen time?
I mean, probably me.
Okay. By how much?
I don't know.
How many hours
I don't
per day
even know
do
how
you
to
think?
check it. I don't.
We go
care.
into settings, right? Let's do this. Isn't that right, Smith? Go into settings.
Oh, I don't know how to do it on an iPhone. I don't think I even know how to do it on here.
I think
Sure,
I'll find it real quick. If y'all want to give us some advice on finding it, you go into settings.
Oh, nice.
You go into
There it is,
screen
screen
time.
time.
Sweet.
What's your daily average?
5 hours and 23 minutes. 3 hours and 15 minutes.
So you're staring at your phone over 2 hours more per day than I do.
Okay.
So that's
So
a
you're
little.
staring at a documentary or something instead, or your computer screen then, because I don't sit at a computer. You sit at a computer. So if we did the both,
No, that includes the Mac.
does it?
Mhm. Yep.
What about home?
You mean when I'm working?
Allegedly.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Add 10 minutes.
Oh my. Yeah, 10 minutes that you're working. Yes, absolutely.
Wow. We better change topics.
All right.
Moving around. Let's talk about Chad.
We already talked about
Oh,
Chad.
okay. That seemed like a much more pleasant topic.
Well, you're attacking me, and I don't get attacked with
Who
it.
thinks I was attacking April?
Yeah.
Raise
my
your
phone.
hand if you think I was attacking April.
Saying I have my phone too much. Yeah.
Didn't say that. I just wondered if you knew that you were almost 3 hours more per day than me.
Mhm. I also look up furniture on my phone. I also look up houses on my phone. All of those things. So
Yeah.
yes.
So it's very important.
Mhm.
It is a tool.
No, I mean,
By
it's
the
not
way-
always that, but I mean,
There's a book about how to do it right.
mhm,
You bought the first copy of that book,
mhm.
didn't you?
Yeah.
Let's move along.
All right. If the two of you could become superheroes, what are your superhero names? I like this one.
I should have read this one.
I didn't read this one either. So I was busy this morning before I got here. I didn't read this one either. So are we supposed to come up with our own or?
I know one thing. Now, I don't want to embarrass you, but I know.
Well, then don't.
I know which country you would be from.
Which one? Do tell.
No, let's move on.
No, do tell.
Well, every time you get around me, you I can't do it. I can't do it. Let's move along.
I can sense it.
I can think
can-
of a name. It's not necessarily a superhero name, but I can think of a name.
What is it? Okay.
I don't even have to say.
What would your
it.
What would your super name be? I mean,
Oh, apparently there's a name that you have in some country that I need to be from. So,
well, I'm certain that Wonder Woman's already taken. Are we supposed to come up?
yes.
Are we supposed to come up with our own name? Like,
I mean, I don't really know.
Wonder Woman, baby. That's it. What about me?
I'm definitely Wonder Woman to have to deal with all the that I deal with. Yes, I certainly am.
What's my superpower name?
Mr. Know-It-All.
Mr. Know-It-All. So like infinite knowledge, Mr. Infinite Knowledge guy.
Yes, there. At least that's what you would put on your own shirt.
Infinitely.
You would definitely put that on your own superhero shirt.
Infinitely wise and infinitely
Yes,
intelligent.
Absolutely.
Got
yes.
it. Mr.
Yes.
Infinitely everything, man.
Wow. Wow. Maybe Mr. loves himself too much. Maybe that would be the superhero name. Holy cow.
Captain Confidence.
Wow. Yes. Yes.
Hey, no, not really. That's just a joke.
No, that's really not. You're letting your other side come out and they're learning you.
Learning. I'm getting learnt.
Yeah. No, they are.
Oh, okay.
And TJ's right.
TJ sponsored the show today. They have a he's got a boat shop where they work on boats. They sell boats. They do a great job. Douglas, Georgia. Need your boat repaired? Contact Cindy and TJ Hutto. What's next?
I'm thinking Captain Confidence and Miss Tolerance.
She's not that tolerant.
I'm not that tolerant. I'm really not.
I tell you what, though. We'll get to that on my next. Go ahead.
All right. We got Billy's recommended reading.
All right. What's the best book you've read lately?
I do not read as many books as you do, for sure. So
I do read a lot of books.
I did see a book in the bathroom that I can't believe that you're reading that I would probably love. It's like a John Grisham book.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm a John Grisham fan.
Yep. He's got a house on Meat Island. Mm-hmm. And this book, Camino Wind, is about a hurricane that comes through. And it's a fictional island, but he's talking about Amelia Island.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he talks about the bookstore. He talks about Jacksonville and Savannah and Camino Island. This in a Florida island in between. There's only so it's very cool.
I would like that book.
Yeah,
man.
It's cool and it's fiction. That's why you say you're surprised I'm reading it, right? Mm-hmm. Well, see, I'm turning the page from documentary, always studying. Time to get into fun reading.
Are you?
I am. Camino Wind. Camino Wind is first. But for my recommending, this is a book you just absolutely have to read. Now, you can also get it on Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. This is the Nike story. I think I shared some of the things in here with you. It's a long read, but you can get it on Audible, on audiobook. And man, that is an absolute. That's one of my favorite books is Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. He had an idea and he almost didn't make it.
I was going to say they told him no numerous times.
They told him no so many times that he just absolutely got crushed over and over and over. He got I almost said an ugly word, but he got
that would be so strange.
Well,
so out of character.
I'm so thankful you caught yourself on here. You are doing. I mean, you are trying so hard.
So there is his friends became his competition and things like that, and they really tried to hurt him. They tried to hurt him, but he just
they were clearly not his friends. So.
He kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going, man. And it's just an amazing story. Now, one of the richest people on the planet, I'm sure. The Nike brand. The Nike brand almost wasn't.
Which is crazy.
It's just so amazing you say that, but now the moment you say a check mark, you instantly think Nike.
Swoosh life.
Swoosh
Yeah.
life.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Hashtag swoosh life. That's the inside joke. But anyway, Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. It is, I think he may even do the audio version himself, if I'm not mistaken. Bill Gates commented on this. Since we're on Billy's Choice topic, why do you think Bill Gates and his wife are getting a divorce?
I didn't even know they were.
Yes, they are.
I don't watch the news.
Yes. So we're 30 something minutes into it, so we can probably say it even if they take us down. Very good chance he might have been on the old Lolita Express going down to the little island because he met with Epstein several times. When his wife found out about it,
She just found out about it?
well, I mean, it was rumored that she was very upset after they met with him.
So he convinced her for a long time.
And she brought it back up again, didn't she, Smith? She brought back up the Epstein thing again. So who really killed Epstein? Just saying. Dr. Fauci and Bill Gates. I didn't say that. I'm just saying that. We're going to have.
Oh my gosh, we're going to have police.
One viewer now.
Yes, there's like we're done.
Yep.
For today.
Yep. So anyway, be careful where you get your propaganda from. There's a lot of propaganda out there.
Or isn't he pro all this?
He created it. He's in charge of it.
Yeah. Maybe she
Dr.
got smart.
Death. He's Dr. Death. Anyway,
she'll be all right.
That's enough of Billy's Choice topic. Other than, I want to bring this up. Oh, we're in recommended reading right now.
I thought about switching it back.
Okay,
Yes. But I want to say, we talk about fitness all the time. Boy, you've been pushing it hard with the weights lately. Today, setting PRs, getting strong. I mean,
I'm trying. It's still not fun to me. I just get up and put my shoes on.
You got to do it anyway, whether you want to or not.
I made a deal with myself, and I'm trying to stick to it. And I faltered Monday because I had to work all day and so late. I should have done it when I got home at 7:30 or 8, and I didn't do it. So just decided I needed to
if you skip
keep
a day,
going.
just do it again. And start light.
I worked out twice Tuesday instead of twice, Monday. So
Yep.
I was trying to
Great job.
Trying to get it in there.
Get fit, get strong. Get strong first. You don't start out strong, you have to work yourself up to it.
That's clear. I mean, I'm the weakest person in the family for sure.
What do you think the winning? I'm sorry, if you want to move to the next topic, Smith.
Oh, well, the only main segment we got left is positive points. So,
what do you think about our positive points today? What are some positive points along the way? I push you just as far as I can on every show.
Every time.
And about
sometimes it makes me lose my temper. It does. I feel like that's a positive thing that I'm controlling my reactions a little bit more.
A little bit more.
I mean, not a lot, but I mean, I'm never going to be able to do that. It's all right here.
Yeah. So know your limits. That's one of the positive points. Know your limits.
But we really don't argue that much. We argue more on here than we do at home. But
I like to see, I like to test you in real time.
Yeah.
In front of the cameras.
Yeah. And I'm pretty easy, but when I don't like something or I'm against it, I'm against it.
You are.
I mean, I don't sugarcoat it. I'm not a yes. Now, some things do not matter to me, and I'm not, it's not even worth a fight to me. But now if I feel strongly about it, you got to fight.
Yep. So, as far as positive points, I'm going to make a recommendation that you get in the sauna.
How does that have anything to do with positive points?
Because that way you can control the amount of cortisol.
Oh, so you get in there every day and I'm just gonna stop there.
You control the cortisol. Mm-hmm. See, you don't want the cortisol to control you.
Really?
You want to control the cortisol. Really? Look that up. Yeah. Talk to me next week. Yeah, cortisol.
Okay. You must have an extra dose.
And if you want some farmland, you better ask for April. Make sure you subscribe to the Billy W. Merritt YouTube channel. Very important. Thank you all for joining us. Work hard. See you next week.